everybody, welcome and welcome to another session of Life in Haiti. Today you all, I'm very excited. I got a viewer who came out here and actually wanted to meet Marie, the girl behind Life in Haiti. And I want to introduce, tell the people who you are.
My name is Jake from Florida.
That's right. And you all, he's in Haiti, and of course, I could not pass up the chance and opportunity to get his point of view and some things clarified about Haiti, which is attached to Haiti. So, first off, my brother, how's it going in Haiti?
It's going great. Having a great time. I've been here for 4 days now. It's been great.
So, there's a big stigma that is attached to Haiti. I want to make sure, you do know the stigma that's attached to traveling to Haiti, right?
Yes. Something that, my parents, friends, everybody that I know, basically, we've been sometimes here, saying, hey, be careful, don't come and stuff. But Haiti is home. Haiti's home. It's no different than Chicago, it's no different than LA, it's no different than any other major city in the United States. So yeah, everything that doesn't happen in other countries can happen in Haiti too. But again, it's home. There's nobody that tells you to go to Chicago, nobody that tells you to go to LA, nobody that tells you to go to these places because it's home or it's in the United States. There's gangs everywhere, but Haiti, honestly, I don't know of any gangs if there are in Haiti. Things can happen if you have beef with people. Of course, things can happen because the security here is not the same as other places. However, there's still security to the level that it needs to be here, and also. And Haiti is just a place where you have a free life. You can do whatever you want as long as you have a car, as long as you have a way of transportation. You know where you're going. You know what to do. You can do it.
So I also wanted to ask you, and you just partly answered that question. How do you commute in Haiti?
Yeah. So commuting is something that's very important in Haiti because if you want to go to places, it's not close, it's not near, and plus you don't want to be walking, or taking a top or anything like that. You want to be basically by yourself or with whoever you're with. So I did rent a car, which my cousin who lives here, he's a great driver, and I also am a great driver too. I did drive. I go to places whenever I feel like I need to drive, and then my cousin drives also.
So, what are some things you do for fun? Because I know, you mentioned you had some fun, and most people assume that there is no nightlife or you really can't have fun in Haiti. So, what are some things that you do for fun while you are here in Haiti?
Well, the time of Corona, a lot of things are not as popping as they used to. But again, one, this is not my first time here. Second, I do have people here that knows around, and I know some places from history, from me knowing that I can go to. But sightseeing is a must. Just some places that you can want to go. One of the places I always wanted to go was Forjac, which is on top of the mountain, Kinskov. It's a different climate there, it's just a different scenery. And that was my goal, to always go there ever since I was a kid. So that's one of the things that I did here. And it was just amazing. The views that you see from up top, the climate, it's so different than, down below. It's just perfect. So those are the things that I did. And also just seeing the different things that they have here that's not in other places, like the hotels, the different food that they have, the different, basically from lower class to an upper class, or just the different classes and stuff, and just enjoy that. So I like it.
You know what? You mentioned when I first put up that you had several visits to Haiti. And with all your visits, each visit you go to a different hotel.
Yes.
Tell me about one of the best hotels in Haiti and why, and the worst and why.
Well, I'm not biased, and I don't want to be biased, but again, everybody has their favorites. One of the best hotels that I've been to, I guess maybe it was because of the entourage I had around me, or the time it was, I don't know, but I love Highway Hotel. That was really a great experience for me. Right now, we are at, should I say the name?
Yes.
we are at Royal Oasis. That's a very nice hotel as well. It's one of the top hotels in Haiti. I don't know if it's because of the time I came here, because Corona and stuff like that. I would not put it on my top one or top two. However, it is one of the nicest hotels in Haiti. So depends on who you're with. It might be the perfect spot for you.
So, what's some stuff you eat since you've been here?
One of my favorite things to do is while I'm driving and there is someone, let's say on the road that's selling sugarcane, that's selling
local, supporting the local people.
So
I like that.
I love doing that. I love giving them tips. That's like I don't take it to eat it, but I eat it with joy.
Okay, so recently I had an episode about the customer service in our country.
Yeah.
Now, I have experienced customer service which I did not like. What have customer service been like in Haiti for you?
So I think to backtrack a little bit, I feel like when we come from places like the U.S. or Europe or any other place, we expect, basically we're entitled to certain services. And we come with a notion that this should be done, that should be this way, and stuff like that. But you're in a different culture, you're in a different country and stuff like that. I think the best way to receive the customer service is to adhere to their culture. Okay. Yes, there are certain basics that should be there or should be done. However, it's a little different here. So far, I've had great customer service. The people up front, they speak French, English, Spanish, Creole, and sometimes I like to joke and say I don't speak French. I only have $2 French. So if you use it, then that's it. But yeah, it's been great. And at certain times, if you need something, like I love ironing my clothes, and I cannot go to a hotel without an iron. And here, they don't just leave the ironing board in the room. So you have to ask them, say, hey, and then they'll get it for you. They have it available. You just gotta know how to approach them and how to get it. The restaurants, same thing. I like going to a restaurant, especially if I'm paying my money. I like having water, I like having this, but here, they don't give water up front. You have to ask for water. And even if I get the juice, they still didn't give me the water. So it's not like you have to ask them, say, hey, can I get a glass of water? Can I get this? And then you tell them how many you want and you get it. And then I am very dinner etiquette, so when I'm eating, I love, doing the little things such as, sitting with the napkin over your lap, or putting forks at 10 till when you're done. They should know that's gonna pick it up. And I do that, and I watch them. Like, do they know that I'm done? Do they know where to put the beverage? Do they know where to put the drinks? So all these things are little things that I do. But if they don't know, it's just because they don't know. It's not their culture, but they should know. So you come in as in like they should know. If they don't know, then it's just something that you have to say. And just tell them, So that's that.
Well, my brother, what are some advice that you may have for some of the people that are watching that would like to come to Haiti? What are some of the do's, the don'ts? And all in the same token, what are some things which people say about Haiti from your point of view that's not true?
So funny because yesterday, I think, when I was in Kinslov, when we went to Fort, it's a fort and also, I would say, a forest too. So I was like, so who was the lady that said, hey, we don't have trees? Or other people that basically say, it's less than 2%, trees, and that's less because they use them for blah, blah, blah. I mean, Haiti is a green place. Yeah, they did use or overuse trees and stuff like that, but certain places, there's still forests, there's still, a lot of trees that are, hundreds of years old. So yeah, I actually think that Haiti is beautiful. It's a great country, and I think that when you come here, you should know just a little bit about what you can do and what you cannot do. For example, I would not take a moto or a little motorcycle to go down to Latvia and just with a gold ring on. It's just some of the things that you don't do. But if you're in private, even then I would not advise to go to Latvia. But if you stay around Bitterville, if you stay, if you're driving through, from the airport to where you need to go, or you venture out to other, smaller cities and stuff like that, those things you can do if you're doing it in private. On the other hand, you should know what time you need to travel. So if it's like 10 p.m. and that's when you want to go to Latvia, or anything can happen. But here, people don't really sleep. People don't sleep. Like last night, I actually went out. I think it was like 11, and then I don't know, for some reason we got lost. We couldn't find our way back. And yeah, we just stopped.
No fear?
No fear. We just stopped. We asked someone, and then they pointed us in the right direction. But we were still skeptical because I'm like, that's sketchy. So we asked somebody else. They told us the same thing. This is where you need to go. We're like, all right. So if two people said it, they don't even know each other. They didn't even see each other. Then we should trust them. The way they told us, and we just came. We stopped. We got gas. It's just like any other country, so there's really, can things happen? Like I said, if you have beef with someone, you have a hunt behind you, hey, things can happen. However, if you're, doing your thing, everybody is taking care of their business. I have seen Porsches, I have seen BMs, I've seen Mercedes, I've seen some of the biggest cars, up in the state here. And I've seen also, like little cars, 1970s, 1960s, whatever, cars here too. But that doesn't mean that people don't live their life. They live like I said, in any other place, you have lower, you have middle, you have upper class. I have seen it all. So Haiti is like any other country.
One last question. Because I know the sight of Haiti coming in, you in a nice area, okay? Many people would have never had the opportunity, including this is my first time here, to come into a place like this. However, from seeing Haiti, what is it that you really dislike about it?
Again, I don't want to get too political and stuff like that. But Haiti, I feel like is always going to be Haiti. Haiti is always going to be a place or a country that disappoint you to some degree. However, some of the things I feel like that is not in the control of the government, that is not in the control of, I guess, the elected officials, as they put it. A lot of times, especially the people, the locals that I talk to, they say, oh, c'est le gouvernement qui fait comme ça. It's the government that left it like that. The government should do something. I don't believe in that. I don't believe that the government should do, they should do their job. However,
Some things
there
is
are
on
some
us.
things that are on us, like
I agree.
throwing trash on the street.
I
Oh my
agree.
God. I tell myself, I always tell myself ever since I was a kid, I can be president of Haiti for 5 years and change Haiti. I always, and people say, you're gonna get brainwashed when you get there. It is not that hard, people. Like I said, I'm not trying to be political, but at the same time, it's so hard to not touch that. And for me, throwing trash on the street is something that, to me, it becomes a habit here. And I don't like it. I don't like it. It should be unacceptable. It should not, the local officials should say something. The government should say something. The people that I talk to, not only that I tell them something, like for example, when I went to Unforgettable, there was some trash. Well, this is how when the story went. Once I got there, you have greeters or people that give tours and stuff that comes and talk to you and say, hey, I'm a tour guide. I can explain the history to you and stuff like that. It's all free. However, at the end, we encourage to give a little donation, and that donation goes for cleaning. And I was like, you got the wrong person, because I'm like one of the most, I'm a person that talks about cleaning. And if you tell me that the money that I'm gonna give you is for cleaning, then we need to have a conversation. So I said, you know what? Let me enjoy this, and then I'll come back to it and talk. When I finished, I went to the guy and I was like, bro, this is not the way it should be. And he was like, well, it doesn't seem like you speak Creole as well. It seems like you're from, I'm like, nah, I'm from here. And he wants to speak French. I said, nah, I don't speak French. I have $2 French. Do not waste my French. I don't want to speak French. But I couldn't help it. Like when you talk and stuff, you put some French words and so he was like, wait, why are you putting it? I'm like, well, but I just don't want to speak it. Speak Creole to me, I'll speak Creole to you, and then let's have a conversation. And I spoke to him for at least 45 minutes. And I didn't give my money. I just felt like the trash, it's in their control. If you have 10 tour guides, they are guys, like you can't clean the place. It's not that hard. So for me, the most disappointment is this. Among other things, but that's so big, that is also so small that the people can do it. They don't need to wait on the government. Just have a designated spot where you have the trash that can go in and use.
Jay, I preach that certain things, I can tell people so much, but to change people's mindset, that is something you have to make the decision to change on your own. To me, the trash exposes children, elders, all kinds of germs, each and every one of us which walks around here. And it's just certain areas is ridiculous. But overall, like you say, it's somewhat classes. But I thank you so much, my brother, for coming into Haiti and enjoying Haiti, and thank you for actually meeting Marie with Life in Haiti. So I hope that you all enjoyed this interview. Really wanted to do this interview because of everything which been going on in Haiti, to give people both perspective. This is a visitor. You get my perspective most of the time. So let's not live by fear. You want to come to Haiti, come on down. Just make sure you take precaution wherever you are, wherever you're traveling to. As always, be kind to somebody. Please like, share, and subscribe to Life in Haiti. Beautiful. And yes, this is Haiti.